Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. How you going, everybody? It is hump day, and I was really sick this morning. I'm making a comeback, but I woke up. I need to go and get a talk box. I have such bad vocal health when I start work again. I'm sick. So I downloaded some videos the other day. Let's see what we've got. What we're gonna be watching. This is John Melton with one of our favourite Nueva recruits. You know her. You probably got angry at her. Her name is Kayla. She was featured on Erin's channel, and she was making a big deal about being, like, I'm here in a bonnet. My life isn't perfect. I'm here in a bonnet. I'm making money. It doesn't matter. You could be too, but you're not a winner like me, and just it seemed so contrived. That's just my opinion, of course. And yeah, I don't mind social media. Sorry about Instagram, everybody. I have not been on Instagram in a while. It's not very time efficient because I get stuck on there. Yeah, so we are looking at a video between John Melton and her, and he is definitely taking advantage of people who trust him. But is this a person who I feel sorry for? No, I don't. She knows what the go is. She knows what is at stake. She knows where her money comes from. And yeah, maybe she was a victim to start with, but I don't think she is now, not at all. And the way that she talks, it's giving Kelsey Ray vibes. It's giving rage bait. She's so rude, If you want to check out the Clown Town and we roasted on the Sunday just gone, and we looked at one video from her where she called everybody lazy, and yeah, it was unpleasant. We also read tarot cards to predict the future of MLM. Things are looking good for us, guys. All right, let's have a look at this then.
I want you to watch me like I'm Kim Kardashian.
Of course, she does. But you are not Kim Kardashian. You absolutely are not. You're just a woman with children in front of a phone. Like, how ridiculous. How many of these Kim Kardashian clones are there? Like, too many to count.
I want you to know every bit of my life because right now I think I have like 40,000 people that are watching me on my Facebook stories every day. And I get a lot.
Oh, I need to check. Okay, so she's got 86K followers. That's a lot. On her latest reel, she's got 114 likes, 286 comments. So that's not 40,000. View story. All right. How do you know how many likes are there? Can you not have them? I can't see how many. Like, on the actual thing, it doesn't show you how many people have viewed it. So she could say anything, Yeah, I can't see that. Imagine hating me and TikTok told me you viewed my profile. But facts, though, I see you lurking. So, why would you talk about haters? When you post rage bait, I'll show you. Here. Why would you, what, don't you want haters? You calling out haters? But they don't bother you, right? Of course. Everybody sees their haters lurking. What are you fucking talking about? But it doesn't matter. People aren't looking at you because they like you. Yeah, I do dislike you. And I viewed your profile. Yeah? And? This is bizarre. Especially for somebody who makes content which is rage bait. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Haters check your profile. It doesn't mean that they don't like, that they actually secretly like you. Ask any female streamer. They get like death threats and worse. No, nothing's worse than death. They're stepped down from a death threat for a woman or a femme presenting person.
Of my leads from just being real. I would watch bigger people to see what they were doing to attract, and I learned that being real and raw and uncut, almost like a no filter version of yourself, is more relatable in today's society.
From two of the fakest fucking people I've ever seen in my life. Like, okay, sure. Isn't it? John Melton has changed his background. He had that same background that Jesse Lee had forever with the like it was like a honeycomb pattern. You know what I'm talking about. And now he's got this nothing, inhale, gratitude, exhale, happiness, homemade. So awesome here at Nueva because we have our own fucking business now. I'm not saying it like that. He doesn't talk like that, but yeah. Oh, I'm not ready for how terrible this is going to be. It's only been running for 30 seconds and I'm already raging.
So I started showing up not aesthetically pleasing. I started to show up like when I would literally wake up in the morning with hot dragon breath. I'm recording the chaos.
John, you need to go back to your veneer person and just tone down that whiteness, okay, bro? People are going to be seeing just this like strip of white down an alleyway. Damn. It's frightening, actually. And her coming raw, it's contrived. It's not a flex. And shut the fuck up. She's conventionally attractive, okay? She doesn't look horrible when she's on that. She's naturally like attractive. Like she doesn't have to do much. She doesn't look gross. She doesn't have boogers coming out of her nose and dirt all over her face. Like, yeah, okay, you come out. We can't smell your breath over the friggin' stream, you know? Like, how would we know that? Just ridiculous. And not like you can say that, oh, I just come to you raw and ready and this isn't contrived, you know, like I'm not making this up. Yeah, you can do all that and still be like having an agenda.
In the background because I'm a busy mom of three, so I'm trying to attract other busy moms. So most of us are not aesthetically pleasing. Most of our houses are in pure chaos. So I realized the more truthful I became to myself in the public, the more people would relate to me.
Do you want to be truthful about the business that you're in? Because you're not. Nueva is not it's an MLM, girl. You have to take advantage of people to find success. And gross that she's already targeting busy moms. Look at me, I can do this. And I'm just realizing, okay, I had my tongue pierced when I was in my 20s, and it looks ridiculous. I hate it. Hate it. Kelsey Ray does she still have her tongue pierced? She has had it done though. Yeah, I hate it now. I think it looks tacky. That's just my opinion, and that's an aesthetic opinion. Be tacky. I don't care about most things. It's just my own personal, like, you know, you do you. I just don't like them anymore.
At first, I was shielding my tattoos. I was shielding my nails, shielding my hair, shielding all of the things. And I realized I wasn't being me and that was affecting my business. I just.
What? Let me see. Now I have to look at her fucking. I have to go back. Oh my God. Kristen Wyatt is fucking disgusting. Oh my God. She's using the Texas floods to sell fucking Bellamy. Oh, she's gross. I don't even know where that's going to go. I just need to say that what a fucking gross pig. Yeah, no comments. She deserves no comments for that. All right, I'm going to go back to cancer. Thank you, Facebook. I appreciate you. All right, let's have a look at her photos. I'm not going to show them because she has her children in there. But I am going to tell you, like, how long she's been presenting like this. I can see some nails. I can see some nails. She's saying that she didn't come with her tattoos, with her nails. And then she started being her. I see a lot of nail content, I've got to tell you. Being broke is a temporary situation. Being poor is a state of mind. Being a scammer allows you to say ridiculous things. The only problem with looking for stuff on a Boss Babes profile is because they post so prolifically, it's hard to look at all their content. I sure am seeing some pictures with her tattoos out. Oh, we're in 2020. I still think of 2020 as being like 2 years ago. It's like 5 years ago. That's what I was looking for. 2020. Nails. Tell us again how authentic you are.
Started showing up more authentically. And 9 times out of 10, someone's going to relate to me in some way, whether it's kids, house, sports, music, husband, playing video games, dogs. I try to just be as relatable as I possibly can.
Because you talk about so many different things. Do you do that on every platform? Or do you say, hey, this platform, I'm going to be very niche. This platform, I'm going to be, more behind the scenes. Like, what is your mindset in regards to the different platforms? Because I think I've heard you talk about this before.
This is so, you're like such a good business person because you plan this. Sure.
So I treat each platform differently because each platform is different. Facebook for me is more family, friends, old high school buddies,
It's only different because she's trying to get the most money. That's it. That is what dictates her behavior. And once you realize what gets you more money, then that's what you do. So it's really not a plan. It's like not a niche. It's I don't think it's that, it's not really having a brand, if you know what I mean. It's like how much I can make money by doing this over here. Rage baiting. It seems like she rage baits on all of her platforms.
Old managers, people that know me in actual real life. But then also I have 80 other thousand people that don't know me from a can of paint. So I treat Facebook as business. I try to show up and be politically correct. I try to kind of not tame down the wild, Kayla, but
hang on. No. What? What does that mean? You come more politically correct and you try to tame yourself down. That doesn't sound like you're being authentic. This is what she does so well. And this is what she proved over and over and over on Erin's Live, which is she contradicts herself within a minute. So you're authentic, but you're watching what you're saying and you're not as raw. That's not authenticity, sis.
Try to add that professional little hint to it, but also give them a splash, a little extra sometimes. Instagram, I'm more niche based because I found out with Instagram, it's niched for Instagram. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I will focus more on health, body, business, college, and things that help me out. So I use Instagram as a tool to give advice that worked for me and then run with it. And most of my viral videos now are on Instagram.
Yeah, she's so viral. I never heard of her before. She was on Erin's stream. That's what you do on Facebook as well, because I just went through her fucking content. Weight loss products, before and afters. Same thing.
I gained about 24,000 followers in 90 days by just sticking to my niche, but not being commission breath. More or less being that friend giving you advice that either you're going to take or you're not going to take.
Yeah, if this is your friend, you don't need enemies. This woman tells you that you're shit a lot. She's not good at this. And it's so hilarious that John is just like, yeah, she's so good at this. Just like me. I'm really good at this too.
I lost the commission breath and wanted to kind of gain their trust.
Commission breath also. No, wrong. I haven't looked at her Instagram. Let's have a look at her Instagram. And now I have to ignore all of the notifications. All right. Yep. Weigh in. Trying. Oh, use the Nueva products and earn commissions by referring others. I think I can show you. I will show you this because there is not children in it that I can see, right in this spot. Oh, this looks like. Hang on. Did you mention Nueva here? What about up here? One tablet. Is this? Oh, I think that's about Nueva. But it's no commission breath, right? No, not commission breath. Because here's what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the same. That's what we watched on stream the other day. This is very similar to the content that you had. This was on Facebook. This was on Facebook. It's almost like she's a liar. Oh, no.
TikTok, I am a loose cannon. You don't know what you're going to get on TikTok because TikTok is its own beast in itself, to where you have to stand out on TikTok. You have to be different and unique, you know, because there's so many unique people on TikTok.
That's not you. There are so many versions of this woman on TikTok. The rage bait, the sassy rage bait person. It's like, there's so many. And they come and go so quickly too. Like, and it's so bizarre to see these people who go viral on TikTok and change their lives. It's like, what are you doing? Because TikTok does not pay well. Okay, it does not pay well. You can get 1 million plus views on a TikTok and earn, I think, a political streamer I watch or creator, he got 2 million views and it was £100. That's it. Like, it does not pay well. So it's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of rage baiting bitches out there. Like, so many. You're not unique.
So if you think being perfect on TikTok works, have fun with it. For me, I'm like the Tasmanian devil. You have no idea, but it also keeps people on their toes and allows them to say, hey, you can still be you and still gain a following. I think a lot of people get nervous to be their most authentic self because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or lose people, but you can treat each platform differently. It's like raising kids. You all love them the same, but you talk to each children different. You know, you have
What? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That social media platforms are like children. Are you fucking kidding me? That is. Oh no. It's happening again. Every fucking time. She's not very smart. She's not very smart. That's it. She's just not very smart. Every time. Gets me every time. I just. Who am I but to give the benefit of the doubt to people before they prove that they are not very smart? John Melton is like, yeah, TikTok is like my daughter. Okay, I'm done.
sensitive kids, you got the kids that are stubborn, you know. So I do them all differently, but I will post one piece of content that is the same for every platform. So it'll be one video that you're going to see at least once, because let's be honest, if you're posting on 3 platforms the same thing, how can you encourage people to follow you if they know they're going to already see it on one platform? So for me, I want you to follow me on all 3 in case TikTok goes away or in case Instagram goes away. Be prepared for the rainy day. Never put all your eggs in one basket. But also,
Sister, that sounds time consuming. How do you like, and what's the payment for this? Like, interesting.
give your audience different versions of yourself because we're not the same person every day. You know, it's like you have the foundation of who you are, but you may be a little spicy today because someone said this doesn't work, or you may want to educate somebody properly. You know, I've learned that just treating them all the same but yet differently at the same time really works, and it encourages them to follow you on all platforms. So for short videos, I really love them. Short, sweet, to the point. You literally have 5 to 10 seconds to keep that person engaged in that video. If it's too long, you're dragging it out, they're already scrolling up to the 5th video. So I like to make sure that I have an eye-captivating caption. The first thing you see on my video is so you know what you're going to get out of this video. So it's going to automatically almost hook you in because, hey, I want to know how she's fighting in front of your skin after 3 kids. I'm tuned in. Or how is she going from welfare to winning? I want to know. I'm in welfare. I want to know. So when you have a caption, it's automatically letting them know.
What? I don't know whether you've heard this or not, Kayla. People on welfare get married. How did she go from being on welfare to having a wedding? What? Yeah, okay. Like, flexing money, I don't know if that's what's trending either. Like, this is terrible advice.
A little sneak peek of what you're getting ready to jump into. And I do that on all platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Every platform has an eye-captivating caption.
And how much are you posting like per week on each one? Do you have like
yeah, so every single day is 3 reels on Instagram and Facebook. I have them linked. Every single day I am posting at least 1.
Did you just say you had Instagram and Facebook linked? Which makes sense because they're both Meta. But didn't you say you post different? Okay. Okay. She does have a lot of content. It's true. I just went through it before to see how long she's been authentic.
2 pieces of content on my main page. So like a Facebook post or like a carousel. Carousels really are thriving on Instagram. I also for TikTok is about 2 videos a day, sometimes 3 depending on my time. And TikTok stories are like Facebook. I want you to watch me like I'm Kim Kardashian. I want you to know every bit of my life because I want to give you something to watch. I want you to think, hey, this is a TV show. What are we going to get to episode 544? Right now, I think I have like 40,000 people that are watching me on my Facebook stories every day. And I get a lot of my leads from just being real, where people are asking about business and product and I'm not even talking about it.
We weren't able to look at how many people actually were on her Facebook reel. But no, you do have commission breath. You do. She does talk about the products. She's not being honest. And, no one's going to check her here. And John's certainly not going to care. Like he's just, this is obviously somebody that makes him a lot of money as well. So why not? She always talks about him. I've got a friend who's a millionaire, my millionaire friend, John Melton. And when a millionaire tells you to do something, you do it. Okay, sister.
No, so I find out for me what works is posting no less than 15 stories a day. There's 24 hours in a day. You can at least post 15 times.
I guess.
Oh, can you? Can somebody who's working do that? Can somebody who's got, I don't know, high needs kids or something like that? 15 times a day. Wow. That actually is more than I thought it would be.
My question for you is, how do you keep track of all that, right? Do you have like a formula? Do you have like, or is it just now it's just so easy because you've been doing it a while? What does that look like?
It has just become the norm for me. Like I wake up and I'm like you, I'm excited to look at my phone to see who has messaged me, 9 hours ago. So
What? That's so weird. I'm excited to look at my phone because I can see who's messaged me about my network marketing business. That's not healthy, guys. Like,
it's just become the norm because I've been doing it every single day, no days off to where I don't have to remind myself. But for a new person, I would write post-it notes and I would literally have a schedule. So like 9 a.m. would be post on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and so on and so forth. And I would have a schedule and stick to it or use a tracker. That tracker helped me kind of embed it into my head on what needs to be done for the day. Like for you, you have to go live. Like we don't have to remind John Melton to go live or Ashley or Michelle Churchill. It's just they are going to do so.
yeah, it's sure that he usually does have an alarm, but also you have a tracker. Does that cost money? Did you pay for that? Do you have an app or something? Because it just seems like, money, like the money that you have to spend is stacking up.
But at first, I used a tracker to track my movements because I wanted to be productive and not busy. For so many years, I was busy and I lost a lot of money being busy. And then when I got productive and started knowing exactly what time and when I was doing things, cash flow started just flowing into now. It's the norm for me. It is the norm. I started just recording random videos of myself throughout the day and just literally dumping them into my stories. And I found out that most people love when you make mistakes, when you're not trying to be perfect Patty. And for me, I was very much insecure when I started because I was over 305 pounds. Like I did not like the idea of live, but I realized you have a choice. You can do the hard things and win or do the hard ththings and stay stuck. So you kind of have to weigh out which one would you rather be and just jump in and lead from the front. Because what you do, your team will do. You could go live and really really make a lot of money because I've done that. But I wanted to show people who were scared of showing their face on a camera, who are scared of just, willy-nilly just getting on front of the live video, that you can do it.
Again, she's conventionally attractive. Like she's never not been pretty. Even if she was 305 pounds, which I don't think is like that. Obviously it bothered her and it can, like it's not my business to say what her, like what her mindset was about that. Obviously it bothered her if she mentioned it. But just saying that it's not like she was the ugliest person, the biggest person, whatever. And she wouldn't have stuck out. And I can understand people who are like that. But her motive for getting her face on social media is not to, be a baddie who beat the odds and here I am and I'm hot. It's to sell you a network marketing product. That's what it's about. So, yeah, great. You've got good motivation. Guess what? Most MLMers do eventually get over it if they're going to be successful because they know they have to. There's no way that they could be an MLM if they weren't getting live every day.
But it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So there's ways, there's different pros and cons, but for me who was scared, it's just showing up.
You just have to get over that fear by pre-recording a video and just putting it in your stories or doing a reel, just so it's like some people will say, I don't want to do lives, but it's like, at least do something. Don't just say, oh, I can't do live, so I can't do anything. You don't want to do live? Okay, let's pre-record a video, upload into your stories.
If it's their business, which you all say, why do they have to do anything? Well, why can't they just do whatever they need? Yeah, some people don't want to do that at all, John, and technically you're not their boss, so leave people alone.
You don't even have to, you just upload it, don't even watch it. I think that's not only a great tip to get started, but I think it's also great because you can repurpose.
What I tell my teammates who are new, interview someone. So you have someone to talk to, because a lot of people look at that little red number and see that there's nobody watching, and you can read it on their face and then they just shut down and want to turn it off. So I tell my teammates, interview a fellow teammate so it's you and them. And if people hop on, that's bonus. Yeah. And it kind of helps them kind of ease their way when.
Do you know that interviewing people takes some skills? It'd be better just to say, let's have a chat. But I mean, maybe that's what she means. But again, if people don't want to do that, that's okay. Leave them alone.
They kind of have someone else to talk to versus blank screen, because that number can be a very scary thing. And I even tell them something, put a Post-it note over where you can't see that number, because don't focus on it. People are going to catch you on the replay on Facebook. That's why we love Facebook. You can't catch me now, you can see me later. TikTok and Instagram, you want to make sure you're drawing them in that first minute to keep them hooked and on, So don't focus on the number. Interview a friend, interview a fellow Modere teammate, but just get out there and try the live. If you don't like the live, do the stories, pre-record them, download Snapchat, put on a 10-second timer, make 6 videos in 1 minute. That's 6 pieces of content for you throughout the day that you could use for stories and reels or short video form. I feel like my life is boring and people think that it's not. I'm like, nothing too crazy about me, but I share things.
Except for the rage baiting, where you call people lazy, right? And the flexing. I'm getting this Louis bag. Woo!
Things that I'm comfortable with in my life that seem fun to certain people. Allow people to see you fail. Allow people to see the bad things that are going on, and stop trying to just show off this perfect life, this perfect business. If you're struggling in business and you're not making the money, talk about it. Talk about why you were going to go 10x for these next couple of months. For me, I would speak things into an existence just to prove to myself and to the people that you can do it. And I think a lot of us have to change our mindset on how we're controlling our current situation and allow the imperfections to seep through. Too many of us think we have to know all about the products, all about the business, and a lot of us aren't sharing the opportunity because we're not making the money. But that's why you're not making the money. You're not sharing the opportunity. You're being selfish, right? So share things.
You're being selfish to who? To you? Maybe. Oh no, are you not earning as much money as you could because they aren't sharing? Is that what's happening? Yeah, it's their business. But if they don't want to, again, stop telling people what to do. You're not their bosses, and that's what you keep on saying. It's okay if people don't want to sell like that. Leave them alone. And it's just so evident that they have no grace for people. This isn't for that person, it's for them to succeed. Is it easier to sell to that person because they might have some success? Of course. But it's not about that person. These are actually the people that are selfish because their eye is always on their own bank accounts.
Do the things and allow people in. And the more you become real, raw in your stories, I can guarantee you're going to get more followers, more leads, and more people are going to trust you.
You just got to get over that analysis paralysis. The way I do it is different than the way Kay does it. And it's different the way the next person's going to do it.
John Melton thinks he's so fucking, he thinks he's the pioneer of language analysis paralysis. And, he says all these little sayings and it's just let me roll my eyes into the back of my head because you're ridiculous. In this context, they're probably not wanting to go live about an MLM because they're embarrassed to sell them because everybody knows they're actually a scam, Okay. Well, that is finished then. I was surprised. There we go. Well, look, she sucks. And I don't trust either of those people as far as I could throw them. And that wouldn't be very far. I'm not strong and I'm small. I'm short. So yeah, really unpleasant. It was okay. It was made the better because there wasn't as very much a contribution from John Melton, who's usually pretty unpleasant as well. But he still managed to like smash in some buzzwords there from him. Yeah. All right. Well, that was quicker than I thought it was going to be. So thanks for coming by. I'm going to try and do another video on the weekend, maybe before. Who knows? I've been busy because I'm back at work. But yeah. All right. Check out my last videos in the stream with Clowntown, and I will see you next time. All right. Goodbye now.